I've defended Belle on this channel before, however she has quite a few haters, so I'm back again. This time to address the accusation that she's a stuck-up jerk who thinks she's better than everybody else in the town, citing Beauty and the Beast's opening number called Belle, which I can't help but think is an incredibly ironic take. If you listen to Belle's part of the song, she just sings about the mundane drudgery of everyday life, something that's pretty universally relatable. Even in a later scene when she's confiding with her father, she never belittles the town people. She just says that she feels isolated and has no one to talk to, which is true. Meanwhile, the townsfolk openly belittle and gossip about her, and their main problem with her is that she likes to read, and just enjoys escapist media as if that's so weird. But they make faces at her and imply that she's crazy, and their lyrics include things like she's weird, peculiar, odd, doesn't fit in, she's a mystery to them and one that they don't care to actually try to unravel, despite Belle's many attempts to reach out to them. As Belle greets the town folks, she tries to share her passion with them, explaining how exciting her book is, but they just blank her. But Belle doesn't get angry or bitter about this. She doesn't act lofty or superior. Instead, she just shrugs it off and moves on. She never acts like she's better than them just because she reads and they don't, but they act that way towards her. She could be trying to force her hobbies onto the others or telling them off, but instead she just goes about her business. But the townsfolk never mind their business. And when she's confiding in her dad, she acknowledges that there's a disconnect between her and the town. But instead of saying that the townsfolk are just mean and judgy, she's blaming herself, saying that maybe if she wasn't so odd, she would actually have friends, even though literally all she's doing is reading. Belle is actually really humble and way too hard on herself in my opinion, so the argument that she thinks she's better than everybody else is pretty ridiculous. While I think the townsfolk were a bit too antagonistic in the remake, in the original it is pretty obvious that they think that they're better than her and look down on her. Honestly, it's another form of victim blaming and it's really disappointing to see.